It's the Carolina Hockey Minute. The Carolina Hurricanes lose in overtime for the first time this season.
First OT loss.
4-3 to Edmonton, Cole. They never led at any point during this game.
They didn't. We started off by simply pointing out the opening of the game, which is that we once again had a bad turnover.
Once again.
Which led to the first goal of the game on the third shot. I mean, hey,
this is deja vu night after night right now.
Made it past one. And nobody got hurt.
That's true.
Nobody got hurt tonight, though I will say that Riley was working that shoulder, or as Mike likes to say, working the wing.
There towards the end of the game. He was. So we get out of the first period. Awful start.
Yep, they got 2
That
goals.
seems to be how we're trending.
Gave him a power play goal from Connor McDavid and Roslovic on a breakaway, basically.
Robinson, big goal late in the period, though.
Yeah,
Less than 5 minutes left.
Hauled Augustus Bear to Robinson for the taking it out of the period 2-1 was
big.
Like getting out of it 2-0 was going to be important. But
I think you said that, and I said I want 2-1.
2-1 is always like 2-1 is perfect, but
so we go to the second period and we tie it up with Ehlers,
who continues his point streak to 7 now.
7 games for Ehlers now. Yep. Another good game for him. And then the second period, really, we poured it on them.
Oh yeah, it was a complete. The second period was hands down the only period that I can say we won.
Not quite on the level of last night against Vancouver. I think it was like 18-3 was the shots last night.
Yeah, we also had 16-6.
So similar, and we were building a game where we got better throughout since the disastrous start again. And then in the third period, Edmonton came out flying and scored.
They did. I mean, Connor McDavid again.
I mean, what are you going to do?
They
best
gave
player
him
on the planet.
The best player on the planet, and they gave him time and space, and he scores. Well, no, it was Draisaitl got it across to him, and Fred, he was down low, crossed from top of the circle to the bottom of the circle.
He did. Yep.
There's nothing Freddie was going to do to stop that. He was. You'd like to see the defenseman maybe lay out or something to try to stop the pass. I mean, anytime that you are worried about, it's hard to say that because if it's 2-on-1. Your goal is to get down and stop the pass, make the goalie face the shooter.
Yeah, take the shooter.
In that situation, you can't really lay out in that because you don't know where your man is in that scenario. He's facing the pass, and the person he's supposed to be guarding is going to tell him where they are at that moment. So you can't lay out and not be able to recover. So that's a tough one. I mean, what are you going to do? And then I
thought Martinook maybe could have got just completely to the ice there, but
he could have.
I didn't have a big problem with any of the goals tonight outside of that first one from Freddie, just giving up that atrocious rebound. That's the one.
Yeah, that one. It wasn't even a rebound. He
just flung it out to him.
Yeah,
basically.
He went to throw it up, and he threw it straight up the gut, straight to Roslovic.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. But I don't know if it was a mistake on his part, like physically. I think it was just a mental mistake. He should have just thrown it to the boards on that first goal.
I don't disagree. He should have either done that or just threw it behind his own net or something. But goalie stick is flat, so sometimes when they go to flip them out, they don't go where they intend because they're not used to it.
Freddie Anderson to come back to the game, though, in the third period. He's not the reason we lost tonight because Edmonton, they went up 3-2. We would answer to tie the game at 3, which was the mission, get it to overtime when we were down 3-2 in the third period. And then Edmonton was still pushing. He made some big saves in the third period in particular tonight.
He did. He made that one where it was wide open, and he got just the touch of the heel of his stick on it to deflect it into the post and out.
Was that before we scored the tying goal, or
that was before McDavid scored to go ahead? Because it was not long after, because he froze it after that. He managed to get the freeze, and then I don't know if it's the next possession or the one after that is when McDavid got the cross goal.
Because I said we're lucky not to be down 4-2 right now.
Goal. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we got it to overtime, got a point. Draisaitl wins it almost immediately.
Yeah, it was like 14 seconds in or something like that. It was super fast. It was their first shot.
Didn't get the puck to start last night in overtime. Didn't get the puck to start tonight. Based on how we played, getting 3 out of 4 points in these 2 nights is a pretty damn good result, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you had to fight back in both of them, basically. I mean, you did fight back because they scored first last night. They scored first again tonight, and they got it. The Canes got it. They come out with the opening at 45 seconds to 2 minutes. And they look decent, like they're putting pressure on. And then the first time they push back, they either score on their first shot.
Before the first TV timeout, they get something.
They get something. Either they get a ton of pressure in our end, and then a goal, or they just take one whip at the net and score.
And then very often they push after that, and we go to the first TV timeout, and you come back and you're on goal watch for the other team right now because they're pushing for the second one.
And it's not until after the second TV timeout that the Canes look at they're ready to play again. It's like they come out hot and they're like, oh, this team's not going to be that bad, and they just lay off the gas and then they fight back.
Yeah, this is game after game right now.
And it would be one thing if it was every once in a while, but it's at least 3 or 4 games in a row.
That's the first, yes, 4 or 5 games in a row. It feels like that's how the first period goes, and then the second we massively outshoot our opponent.
Yeah, we either completely handle them like they're not even there, or it's like we're the better team.
Right.
Like, I know that sounds like the same thing, but either we're just the complete dominant team, or we're at the very least the best team.
Right.
The team might fight a little harder, and then the third period is usually a coin toss. It feels like I don't know who you're going to see.
Stars tonight in the building. Connor McDavid. These are official. Connor McDavid, Draisaitl, and they're giving the captain the 3rd star with 1 goal.
I mean, I guess he's in the right place, but
Ehlers' point streak continues, and Gostisbehere. I'm surprised Ghost didn't get what was his stats tonight? He's got
2 assists, maybe just one.
Okay, just 1. He's on an assist streak. He had 2 last night.
2 or 3 last night.
I think maybe 3.
Yeah, he might be starting a streak too. I haven't looked that up yet, but I just know that Ehlers is at 7 now.
I thought Blake was pretty good tonight. I thought Robinson was pretty good. I thought Svechnikov was pretty good.
It was a clean game too. There was only 2.
Nystrom's -2. I thought he was good tonight.
It's only 3 power plays, and Edmonton was 1 for 1, and we were 0 for 2. So I mean, and then you get down to the nitty gritty of blocks. 25-17 Edmonton. Excuse me, that's hits. Hits 25-17 Edmonton. Blocked shots 13-11. And that double-digit shot block for the Hurricanes is not hyper common.
Well, low block shots tonight. Not low event, but there were some clean lanes to shoot through, I thought, tonight.
Yeah. Edmonton put more pressure in our zone.
Neither of these teams block shots.
Oh,
I can't imagine.
Yeah, too worried about Connor McDavid to block a shot. You got to watch where he is the whole time. And Leon Draisaitl, all of them. They're all scary.
Yeah.
Got to get the faceoffs back under control too, because they're starting to slip away.
Yeah, that's probably been the most surprising thing this year.
And our PK has begun to take a hit now that we've let one in.
Yeah, our penalty kill, it'll come back. The faceoffs is something we pride ourselves in. We might be the only team in the league. If you go to the coach and the captain, they say, what do you want to win most at one element of the game? They'll say faceoffs, which is not like maybe goaltending, but
we're watching right now, and here's the Freddie goal where Roslovic where Roslovic scores on Freddie. They dumped it in from their blue line,
right?
And threw it into him.
Might have been Nurse that got it up. I forget who it was.
He could have just patted it off, kicked it off to the side.
Immediately send it to the boards with the paddle, easily, no thinking about it.
He didn't even use the paddle. He could have just.
You could do anything.
He could have caught it. He could have got a stoppage because Roslovic was coming in on him. I mean, but the choice.
When we talk about this defensively, you don't send it back up. Don't send it back up the gut.
Yeah, you don't send it back up the gut, especially when the only person who's there is an Oiler.
Yeah.
But, in his defense, it was Jack Roslovic. Maybe he saw the face, thought it was his boy.
Yeah.
Threw it back to old Jackie. And as soon as it went off his stick, he said, oh, shit, that's not my guy.
Damn, man. But, it's hard to be too critical of a lot of the goalies we have right now because they atone for themselves as the game goes along. I say the team gets better as the game goes along, but that's all predicated on the goalie actually keeping you in the game. And they'll spot the other team too, and then they kick it into gear. Freddie had a good enough game tonight.
Yeah, I think the only 2 goals that you can even say anything about Freddie about is the first one.
Well, obviously.
Right. And then you could say something about the overtime one because it was the first shot. It's Draisaitl coming in, high slot. Of course, he's going to wing it.
A little screen there, right?
But there was a screen, and I mean, like I said, those are the only 2 that you could say anything about. I mean, the other ones, it's not like Freddie was in a bad spot or anything. It was just, it's Edmonton. It's Connor McDavid.
Unless you give up some sort of a 3-on-0 breakaway in overtime, I'm never critical of hardly any element of our game in 3-on-3 OT, especially the goalie, because those players have lots of room to shoot, and Draisaitl's world class, obviously. So
another incredible positive thing to say though is Seth Jarvis still on the ice.
That was yes.
Glad he was there. He had some good shots too. We rang it on the post a couple times. I think he might have been one of them. And but I'm glad he was there. I don't know when KK will be back. And the update from Tulski today was that Slavin is week to week.
Week to week, which means usually a couple weeks and maybe Thanksgiving.
Hopefully we'll be back before Christmas.
Back before New Year's.
New Year's would be good too.
Or back before Easter. Back before the playoffs. Let's just keep pushing it further and further.
Back for the cup.
We got Ashley laughing now. It's probably time to go when Ashley's laughing at us.
She's probably like, this Carolina Hockey Minute is always 32 minutes long.
Monday, we have 5 games left before Thanksgiving. I'm not going to go through each opponent, but we think 6 points would be good in these next 5 games out of the 10 points available.
Yeah, I mean,
we talked about it earlier.
6 is good. It's just like last time. Yeah. 6 is what you want. 8 is, perfect. Like that. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then of course, 10 would be. That's what I really want. I'd rather just win all 5 on the road.
Right. Well, the next 4 on the road before we come home.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the last one's on the.
Going to go to Boston Monday, Wednesday in Minnesota, and Friday the Jets. We're playing the off days next week.
Yep, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, and then we will come home and face Buffalo and the Rangers before Thanksgiving.
It'll be a good set of games.
All right. Until Monday, anything else?
That's it.
That is all. Until then, go Canes.